Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is back in the spotlight, but this time, it's about more than just basketball. It's about money.
Huge step forward for WNBA players who just reached a monumental agreement with their league. Their paychecks are skyrocketing by 53%. They're getting a 50-50 revenue split with the league. Players on maternity leave will get their full salary plus better work.
If I had transferred earlier in my career, I wouldn't be having the time of my life right now.
The WNBA is experiencing a financial boom like never before. Ticket sales are soaring, TV ratings are breaking records, and merchandise is selling out within hours. But the real question is, who's truly responsible for this surge? Many point to Caitlin Clark, the generational talent who has drawn millions of new fans to the game.
To take a breather by Caitlin Clark in the Indiana
Games has massively to trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three.
I love her. I love the way Caitlin Clark is playing.
Left to play here in the first quarter. Looking for Reese. Working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession.
Her presence alone has turned Indiana Fever games into must-see events, with ticket prices skyrocketing every time she steps on the court.
Wilson is the best player in the WNBA. It's not even close. Sold out arenas, just broke a record. I don't hear Stephen A. Smith. I don't hear Snow Bunny Sharp, Snow Bunny Barkley. I don't hear Emmanuel Ocho. I don't hear LeBron James singing her praises, but they singing the praises for Caitlin Clark. And you know, this speaks to a larger issue, though, of Black celebrity males. I want to introduce a term to you that I call political effeminization, and I want to explain what that is. Political effeminization is not sexual effeminization. It's not social effeminization. It has nothing to do with your ability to engage.
But Angel Reese and her supporters argue that this isn't just about one player. The entire 2024 rookie class has played a role in making the WNBA a mainstream sensation, and that's where the debate gets heated.
Nobody should have got any votes. If you look at the way she played all year, and if she solidified that, she answered all the questions, she checked all the boxes in the tournament, she should have been a player of the year. So young lady, what you did, how you represented the game of women's college basketball, you should be commended. So I don't want you to take anything that I'm about to say personal, because this is not about you. This is about the portrayal of how women, we see it two different ways. 48 hours ago, when Caitlin Clark did this, John Cena, it was considered swag.
Fans, analysts, and even fellow players are clashing over the truth.
People talk about is race as a component of this. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think Angel should be criticized at all. No matter which way it goes, she should never be criticized for what she did. I'm just one that competes, and she competed. So I think everybody knew there was going to be a little trash talk in the entire tournament. It's not just me and Angel. So, I don't think she should be criticized. Like I said, LSU deserves it. They played so well.
Some insist that Clark's star power is single-handedly driving this explosion, while others believe Reese, along with other high-profile rookies, is just as responsible for the WNBA's newfound success.
Also bang in the paint.
Another
trying. Chicago's been trying to find a way to get Rachel Banham going.
Leak out. Caitlin Clark. A layup drill for her. Pointer to beat the shot clock.
But this isn't just a conversation about ticket sales. It's about respect, marketability, and the future of women's basketball. The WNBA is at a turning point, and this debate isn't just about who sells more jerseys. It's about who shapes the league's identity moving forward.
Upgrade to a flavor.
So, let's break it all down. Who's really bringing in the cash? Why does it matter? And what does this mean for the future of the W stick around? Because by the end of this, you'll see why this debate is shaking women's basketball like never before. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because this story is about to get wild.
The official number 20, it has now become the largest in WNBA.
In 2024, the WNBA witnessed an unprecedented surge in ticket demand, a level of excitement the league had never seen before. Arenas that once struggled to fill seats were suddenly selling out within hours. Scalpers were flipping WNBA tickets for thousands of dollars, a scenario unimaginable just a few years ago. Merchandise was disappearing in minutes, with fans scrambling to grab jerseys, hoodies, and memorabilia.
Major moves for the W, the WNBA plans to commit $50 million over the next 2 years to provide full-time charter flight service for its team during the season. The league's commissioner announced this Tuesday in a move that addresses years of player safety concerns. Let's be honest, plus delays, layovers, all the other nonsense that they should never have been dealing with. Monica, it is about time.
Molly, I'm going to take a cue from you. As you thanked the audience of First Take, I'm going to thank the fan base, both new and old, us that have been true to this in terms of supporting women's sports. The demand is undeniable. I'm sure Kathy Engelbert and team saw the outrage around the conversation.
For years, the WNBA had been growing steadily, but nothing compared to what happened when Caitlin Clark entered the league. Her impact was immediate and undeniable.
Well, I know some people out there said that the demand to see Caitlin Clark was not going to be what it was last year, right?
Remember, when they said Caitlin Clark's popularity was just a bubble that would burst well. 4,400 tickets that sold out in 30 minutes tell a completely different story. 15,000 seats gone before the general public could even click buy. You might be thinking these are regular season games or playoffs. Right? No, these are preseason tickets. Meanwhile, while other WNBA...
Indiana Fever games became the hottest ticket in town. Away games featuring Clark, selling out arenas that had never reached capacity before.
Stewie, you guys earned the Liberty over $2 million in ticket revenue today from this game, which is the most ever in WNBA history. Just talk what that means for the league. I mean, you're just trying to obviously have charter flights now, and when the next CBA comes out, probably earn more money. How big is it that, I mean, you guys are a big part of that, but also Clark being here and then league, how that helps everybody, that her effect, and for you guys specifically getting this huge number from ticket revenue today?
Yeah, that's incredible. I think that obviously the buzz and just the eyes that Caitlin has brought from Iowa now to the WNBA is going to be a collective win for
teams that had historically struggled with attendance, like the Washington Mystics and Phoenix Mercury, suddenly had packed crowds whenever Clark came to town. This wasn't just WNBA growth, it was a full-blown basketball revolution. But here's where the debate really starts.
I think we went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle, but...
Not everyone believes this financial explosion is entirely Caitlin Clark's doing. Angel Reese and her supporters argue that this isn't a one-woman show. Also entered the WNBA with a massive fan base, brought her own wave of excitement. With her dominant style of play, outspoken personality, and ability to create drama-filled matchups, she's been one of the most marketable players in the league. Her social media presence, bigger than most WNBA stars, her endorsement deals, proof that her appeal goes beyond the court, and her fan base, loyal. They love her competitive fire and the energy she brings every time she steps on the floor.
And when Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese face off, those are the WNBA's biggest games.
Since the Marina Mabry trade, and she has stepped up her game.
And when Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese face off, those are the biggest games in the WNBA. Since the Marina Mabry trade, no matchup has generated this much hype. Every time they step on the court together, ticket prices skyrocket. TV ratings surge. Social media explodes. And Reese, she stepped up every time, proving that this rivalry isn't just about one player. It's about two rising stars pushing the league to new heights.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
Their rivalry, dating back to that legendary NCAA championship showdown, has carried over into the WNBA, and fans can't get enough. So, is Caitlin Clark solely responsible for the WNBA's ticket sales explosion? Or is Angel Reese, along with this new wave of rookies, playing a bigger role than people realize? That's where the debate really starts to heat up. There's no denying it. Caitlin Clark has transformed the business side of the WNBA like no player before her. The moment she was drafted by the Indiana Fever, everything changed.
Caitlin Clark is the best thing to happen to the WNBA in its history. And she has brought so much attention, so many benefits to the league. The players for years have wanted to fly chartered private flights. They now have that thanks to Caitlin Clark. They now have arenas that are selling out, or at least selling thousands of tickets. They now have attention on a world stage that they never had.
Ticket prices skyrocketed by over 200%, and arenas that once struggled to fill seats were now selling out in record time. Clark wasn't just bringing excitement, she was bringing revenue. But the impact didn't stop at ticket sales.
We're obviously marketing around all of our players, but I think Caitlin's lifting everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Arenas are.
Caitlin is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do.
At a time when anticipation and excitement run high, the league stands on the cusp of unveiling what it has in store for its newest, most dazzling talent. As the professional circuit prepares to welcome rising stars into its ranks, one name in particular has sparked an electrifying buzz. Her arrival has not only captivated fans and analysts alike, but also forced a reckoning among former league legends.
What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels.
Takes you on a journey through the eyes of those who once reigned supreme on the court, veterans whose candid words and unabashed admiration have reshaped the conversation about what it means to be a generational talent. Imagine the scene. The lights dim, the arena roars, and on the brink of a new
merchandise